I'm not a comedian nor a playwright. I'm not able to make others laugh. I have no wit worth mentioning. I just make a fool of myself in the hope that some have a chuckle at my expense. I can't even be a clown. At least they have some skill. Sure, their outfit is idiotic, but it's worn with pride. Mine is worn in jest. How ironic, I guess the two are connected. A jester I am through and through. I had a dream, a good one not worth mentioning because I was born poor. I might as well have been born in a hole. And to climb my way out would have been like crawling out the stomach of a serpent. At first, the more I act, the more of a fool I am. My anger only grew, to the point I could take a sword and slice every one of their necks and not change expression. Every single person that even smiled at my act. But now only despair is available to me, and I could care less if they die or I. Who knew a royal would take heed of my act? While I'm prancing on the street begging for change, hoping to make enough to just not starve during the day. I can endure the stomach pains at night. I can hear his hearty laugh from miles away. While others chuckle mockingly, at least they have the decency to turn away or cover their snickers. But him, he walks right up to me, laughing loudly as if to announce his presence. A short, blonde-haired fat man with a face a mother could punch. Shoved the onlookers out the way and walked close to me. First thing he says to me, "Don't you think you're being a bit too arrogant?" It looks like he was annoyed at my stature towering his, so I kneeled a bit. Must be tough to look down on people when you're always the one closest to the ground. He loved my act and asked me to perform at his party later. Well, it wasn't really in the form of a question. He pretty much demanded I be there. There's nothing much else going on in my life. Better to be mocked while getting paid than begging for change. I took him up on his offer and asked how much he would pay me. He spit on the ground next to me and said to me, "You dance for the peasants in hoping they tip, yet you expect me to pay you. The people at my party are from a higher place in society. Bring your stupid bucket and maybe they'll tip you a bit better." He then threw a couple silver coins at me, saying that's more than enough for someone like me to live for a couple days. He's not wrong with this. I can be fed day and night for at least 5 days. If I don't eat at night, I can make it last 10. After all, there's no better meal than sleep. As he got back in his wagon, he yelled, "Don't be late for the party." Seems to be an impossible task, considering he didn't tell me what time to arrive. The sun began to set. It was evening. Now seems like a good time to show up. As I walked up to the mansion, I was in awe at its size. It was big enough that someone like me could find a hole to live in, and no one would ever know. As I approached the gate, I was stopped by his guards, who pestered me about the reason for my arrival. Some sarcastic remarks here and poking fun at my appearance. It wasn't anything special, it's what I hear every day. I should have gotten angry. After all, I was the one invited to perform. Though that's a strong word for what I'm going to do, which is to simply make a fool of myself for a couple rich people's pleasure. But my eyes remain dead. I know the kind of person I am. A bug of society, especially to them as they arrive in their carriages giving me pitiful looks. I explained that I was invited to perform. "I'm a jester," I said as I jumped in the air and clicked my feet. To which they laughed wholeheartedly as they opened the gate and escorted me in. Fuck them, not like they are much better than me. At the end of the day, we are both monkeys that are going to dance at the sight of a few coins. They took me to a back door. This is where my life ends, I supposed. Getting beat up at a noble's mansion is a better death than I thought I'd get, so I don't mind. Sadly, my dreams never come true, and someone opened the back door to let me in. It was a maid, a very beautiful one, but I won't waste mine or her time trying to court her. I'll use my imagination later tonight, though I'm sure she'll reject me there too. As I walked in, my employer for the evening came rushing at me with quite the twisted face. "I told you not to be late, but no one told you to come so damn early. I don't want people to think I'm entertaining beggars." I explained he never told me when the party will start, nor what time to show up. "Then use your brain," is what he told me. I wonder how many punches I could get in before I have 2 bullets in my back. Between 0 and 1, I think. But it's not worth the risk. I just clenched my fist and apologized for my thoughtlessness. "At least you have a bit of manners," he said as he snorted at me. He took me through a door that led to a hallway behind the party that was being held. He led me to an area that was separated from the party by a curtain. In that area, there wasn't much, simply a table with today's paper on it, a chair, and a hideous red Jester outfit. He told me to get dressed and wait here until I'm called for. I put on the outfit and I sat and waited, and waited, and waited for what seemed like hours. I sit there wearing this stupid red outfit and my fingers webbed. As I hear people out there partying, drinking, laughing, and engaging in festivities most can only dream of being invited to. And here I am wearing this fool's outfit and ready to make an ass of myself, all in the name of their entertainment. I'm truly acting the fool, and it's the only role I'm qualified to play. I grabbed the paper that was on the table, hoping to read some news that may cheer me up. But it's as depressing as my situation. While reading, a drunk partygoer walks by. He bumps my chair, spills his drink all over me. As he went to apologize, he took one look at me and began laughing heartedly with his hand on his stomach. I noticed he dropped his pistol in the ordeal. I look at it and think of a world where I'm brave enough to pull the trigger. Yet, as I go to pick it up, my name is called to come and perform. My name, wishful thinking. He doesn't know my name and never bothered to ask. He simply called for tonight's entertainment, which is me. Perhaps I should feel special. Alas, I'm not so brave tonight either. I pull the curtain back and make my entrance. I shall play a fool for a bit longer.